Today on Rust Bucket Adventures, we're going to be working on a 2007 Buick Lucerne. And one of the issues that these are known for is the floppy door handle. So, to fix that, well, one thing is, we're going to need a replacement door handle. This one's a Dorman 805-32CD. So basically you can see that there are 3 bolts that looks like it holds that hold it on, and these ones up here and right there are the ones that are have torn out of the pack or out of the handle here. So you can see the studs that stick out. There's our door lock mechanism. So we're going to need to take a look at it and see what we need to do to get this to work. So, okay, this is a GM. And let's see. Okay, looks like typically there's GMs, there's a screw in here, so we're going to have to pop that off. Let's look around. Sometimes I had a screw in there. So I think what's going to happen with this one, there's going to be a screw right here. And they don't have any screws, so there's probably going to be a couple of 2 or 3 clips. I mean, I'm not sure if they're Christmas tree. We'll find out when we open it up. But let's see. Yeah, what's going to probably happen is we're going to have to get that screw out. Probably pop this. So first we're going to come in here and pop this panel loose. Get that out and see. Yep, that's a Phillips. So we'll take this trim out here. Screw, pocket. And then next thing we're going to do is we're going to go around the outside of the door and see if we can find these Christmas trees here without, let's take a look here. See what kind of magic that General Motors has given us. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to go around the outside of the door panel, release the clips, and then next segment I'll show you about releasing that, and there should be a connector for the electric. Okay, so at this point we've got the little clips disconnected. You can see them down there, and just a simple little Christmas tree pop-ins. And so what we should be able to do is set you up there. And we can make sure everything's disconnected. Now, get you in here so we can take a look and see what we got. So everything's disconnected. We've got to disconnect that stuff right there. So we're just going to flip this bail. And that removes our electrical connector. Looks like we've got some fun going here. And so what we need to do is spread this so we can get that cable out. So we'll do that next. Okay, so what we had to do is we had to squeeze those 2 little pieces right there so we could get it back through that hole, and then get that ball out right there. So now the door panel is disconnected and easy to move along. So we'll set this off to the side. And then now, I'm going to have to take a look, see what we got here. And you can see, let me see if I can zoom in there. We've got those 2 bolts there that we need to take out. And let's see here. You can see we've got some slip connectors there. We're going to have to pull this panel off. There should be an access hole, and there we go, right there. So we should be able to see the... Okay, so at this point, you'll notice that there's a little hook here, so you gotta slip in right behind that and push that forward, so release the clip there, because we already got the screw out there. And what we've done is we've pulled it off here, and what we need to do is just rotate that up. So now we have the lock cylinder, and you can see where the plastic broke off on the handle, so when somebody gave it a good yank, it caused the plastic to break, and it just let go. So it looks like we're okay. So we got those nuts off, and you can see here that it's pretty simple little setup. What you need to do is take this off of here. We don't want to drop it back down the door. If you do wind up dropping it down back in the door, it's not the end of the world. You can reach around inside there, down in there, and take it out. But I'm going to need 2 hands to pop that off. It's not on tight. It just I need to finesse it off there, and I don't want to drop it. Oh, got it. So there's the lock cylinder. We just need to put that back into the new handle. I'm going to make sure that the keys work. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so at this point we've got everything pushed back in. It's just in here wobbling. The little tabs that were over on this side, I'll just leave that on for the moment. The little tabs are all lined up. You got your pilot, and then you got your clip to lock that side in place. The lock cylinder's in there. That's been reattached. So we will assemble it, or we'll screw it down on the inside next. So we're going to use some black electrical tape, and considering we're going to have to pass this through with a screw in it, sometimes what you do is you just take a little bit of black electrical tape in there. If you have a magnetic one, it would be better, but you put some black electrical tape, fills in the gap, kind of makes it so now we can do it upside down, so it kind of holds it so I can get it started without, if I bump it, it doesn't fall down to the bottom of the door. I mean, it's not the end of the world if it does. Then you just have to pull more of this off and then get down to the bottom and fish it out. But so we're going to go ahead and put the screws in and give her a test. Okay, so one of the items is we have these hooks. Notice there's a little tab on the back here. That tab fits inside the slot, so those will get assembled this way. Tab goes in the slot, just slips right in, slides down. Let me show you where it hooks into the door. So in the door, when you are assembling the door, when you push the door in, it's gonna slide through there. So when you lift the door panel off, these come with it. You just got to pop them out of here to reassemble it. And there's your posts. Here's your guide pins to get the door assembled in. And I think all we got to do is get that door panel in there, and then we'll reconnect these. So at this point, we just need to get the guide pins in the slots there. So that's got us lined up. We need to rehook up our connector here. Put that in and slide the bail down, and now our door functioning should work. Let's see if we slide up. Yep, so slide it down. That's locked in place. Reconnect this, and then we can go. Oh, we'll have to raise that up a little bit to get the. There we go. Got that back through, and we should be good to go. We'll give it a try here and see what happens. Okay, we've got that all assembled. I got one right here. That's in. That's in. And this one's missing. That one's in. It's a pretty good thump with your hand.